Hello friends, my name is Gajanan Kale and I am from Maharashtra, India. Well, as you all know, I am striving to learn English, and in this video I am going to talk about basic thing when and how we can start to learn this English language. See, the first thing when we start learning this language, we have to we think a lot in our mind about this language instead of trying those things which are necessary for speaking. We only think means sometimes we overthink in our mind about this language. That is the first thing that we do not have to do. We do not have to think about this language very much, because the reason we think, we read about English lots, we watch many videos about English movies, English audios, and on various platforms where we can listen, we read, we watch, but and sometimes we only consuming those things which our brain thinks is important. But the basic thing that requires to learn English in a better way is speaking. The only option we are avoiding, that is speaking, and that is the thing we have to do more instead of reading, instead of watching, instead of listening. Because when we do these things, yes, they are important, but if you want to try, just suppose you want to improve your handwriting, and you are just reading, and you are just watching and seeing things how good people writes, and you are not doing practice of your own writing. So do you think you can write better, you will improve your handwriting? The answer of this question is simple. You cannot improve your handwriting if you do not do the practice of handwriting. So the thing is this: if you want to improve your English speaking, so why can't you do the practice of speaking instead of thinking, instead of reading, instead of watching, instead of listening? If you are, these are the important tools that help us to improve this language. But if you really want to learn this language, speak this language, then only option we have available is speaking. The more you speak with people, the more you confident feel about it. And what is the thing, sometimes people get just suppose they are not habitual with this language. That is the reason sometimes some people afraid to talk with other, and sometimes their heartbeat is increasing, and they do not know what to talk with other people. But remember one simple thing: if you know short sentences, if you know few sentences, that you can easily talk with other person, whatever they are. Just suppose you simply ask them about what is your name, where do you live, what do you do, and what means almost you know many sentences. I think you only need is the person who is asking some question, and if you are able to find that person, so try to communicate with him and ask him which you know the questions. If you know some questions, try to ask him, and ask him one more question. You just ask me some questions, so I can give some answers to you. If you try to do this thing with the person, definitely he will help you. He helps you in various ways, but you have to tell him. Just suppose we all know If you have illness, so what you do, you go to the doctor. You and what doctor does to you, he he asks you many questions about your problem. How do you feeling, what is the cause, from since when you are happening this problem. So doctor does one thing when you go to him, is he asks questions to you. And when you tell him about yourself, how you are feeling at that time, so assumptioning of all these things, he writes some medicines and he tells us, you take these medicines and you will get better. The reason why he says you will get better, because first he understands your problem, what you have the problem. And once he finds that, then he writes right medicines, and after taking that medicines, you definitely feel better. So the thing is this, if you want to improve this language, if you want to speak this language, so there are many peoples who helps us. So we can approach to them and we can tell them about our problem, and if they are good person, definitely they will help you to overcome. And sometimes means there are many people outside who also wants to learn, so you can contact to them and you can make friends, and you can do see. But means there are many ways to do things, but you have only one reason why you have to do this, why you have to learn this language. If you find a reason why I should learn this language, then believe me, no one can come to stop you. Even your own self never can stop you. If you really find the cause, find why you have to learn it. So find the why that you have to, and just do one thing regularly. No matter what things happens, you just try to give your few minutes to learn this language every day. Definitely time will come where you will feel better and you will talk with people easily. So that's it what I wanted to share in this video. I hope you have understood why we have to learn this language. So thank you for watching this video. I will see you in next video. Still then, bye, take care.